So, Mr. Animated Statue, what do you have to say for yourself? Look, for the record, I just want to go and say I think I'm getting a really bad rap here. Okay, these guys tried to come and they tried to tumble through my legs, and I took that personally, so I tried to kill them. Well, Mr. Statue, you're canceled, and this is Really Playing Games, The Extinction Curse. I'm your GM, Graham, and joining me today are my wonderful players. We have Brian as Faith, the Tiefling Monk.
Hello.
We have Garrett as Fabian, the Catfolk Rogue.
Hey there.
We have Ross as Oarshisk, the Lizard Folk Swashbuckler.
Hello.
We have other Ross as Marion, the Half-Elf Oracle.
Good evening.
And Patrick as Horatio, the Half-Elf Wizard.
A whole circus tumbles through a room.
Yes, eventually. It took some doing. It
Slowly.
took some rough times to be able to do so, but eventually you did find yourselves tumbling through this big, massive statue, this representation of the dead god Eridan, to get to the double doors behind it and make it to the lower level of Moonstone Hall, where you now find yourselves in this little narrow hallway that does a little bit of a bend and then continues off into the darkness. During this time, you've kind of gone through pretty much everywhere you can find in the upper levels, including going up to the surface, because you found that there is a little, former pottery shop where this unfortunate halfling, I'll say, drug user, happened to be squatting for the bit and saw all of you guys. Drug enthusiast, thank you. And you found all of you, mentioned that there may have been a catfolk kind of prowling through this way, but people kind of don't ask questions and keep to themselves usually, and everything works pretty well, but managed to enter into some kind of agreement with him where he may be called to testify against these proceedings of what you might find against Mistress Dusklight. So, after consulting with him, going through the statue, going downstairs, this is where you find yourselves now. Marion, as you've descended these stairs and come down into this deeper level of this temple to a dead god, the feeling, the presence of those entities of the spectral world with which you are so familiar are absolutely calling. There is this sense that the spirits that have passed on from this mortal coil are beckoning you, calling you onward. What do you do?
I tell everyone this is real spooky, guys. There's something calling to me, and it's not going to stop until I see what it is.
Is that a good idea? I mean, it is why we're here.
I
Just
don't
don't-
think you understand.
Just don't run forward and get yourself hurt.
Yeah, no,
Right.
I have to see what it is.
Look,
for
don't
my own
touch.
sanity. I just need you all to back me up.
I'm
Well,
here.
we're here
As
for it.
always.
Alright, I head up to the first intersection.
Marion, when you get to the intersection, your friends following close behind you, figures begin to emerge from the floor, rising up slowly. At first, Marion, you think this is the presences that you've seen before, but you quickly come to realize that your friends can see them too. As coming from each direction, a spectral figure emerges from the floor, amorphous, wisping, and then solidifying into these stoic, priest-like figures that stare with hollow eyes in your direction, barring your passage further in each direction. They turn and stare at you, Marion, witnessing you, seeing you, peering straight through you, their spectral energy swirling around him. When, from the pathway straight ahead of you, another figure materializes from nothing and comes forward, slowly floating your way until but a few feet in front of you, and you see the figure of one, and at once you know this is the one who has been calling you. This spectral form, wispy at the bottom, this old man comes, arms crossed, looks in your direction, Marion, and says, "You're late."
Yeah, fuck you. Who are you? And what the hell do you want?
I've been calling you for quite some time. Seems you took your circuitous routes in getting here. But
Yeah, unlike you, some of us have lives. Do you get that? It's because you're a ghost.
I got it.
had I not expired long ago and learned patience in the century since, I would take offense to your impertinence. But seeing as I have few options at my disposal, I suppose you will have to do. First and foremost, your question of who I am. I am Ulthadar, and I was head priest of this temple in its glory days. I witnessed its founding, its construction, and I witnessed it consigned to oblivion and desecrated. He stares at you for a moment.
Do you know him?
I know his voice. He's been calling out to me ever since this whole shit with the towers has started.
We're not
Why?
related, are we?
Marion, the spectral presences of your family are not present here. You can feel the connection to this Ulthadar is one where he seemingly has reached out and grabbed you, not your presence kind of evoking the spirits around you. Ulthadar is kind of taken a hold and found a connection to you specifically.
Got it.
He stares in your direction for a moment longer, saying, "We have tarried long enough. You are here because, well, you seem to be the most qualified for the task of saving Erodin's creation. As you mentioned, the resonant reflection has lit upon each of you. I sense the light. Erodin's own force, his own soul, poured but a minuscule amount over yourselves, the top of that tower. Given that, and your propensity, Marion, to contact the spirits of the dead, to seek me out, long though it may have taken you, means that it falls to you to find the other reflections of Erodin's power atop the other towers, and stop the plot, the Zolgaths, before all life on these isles is eradicated.
Does he know why any of this stuff is going on? Why have they... How does he know this stuff? And I have many questions.
Ulthadar goes and points off toward this way, kind of behind this one ghost there, off to a door, and says, "There is a library where many of your questions can be answered. I find that parts of my knowledge, parts of my memories fade with each passing year. Less and less our connection to our dear departed God, the more I feel myself fading away. Many answers lie in the library. More may come to you as you cleanse the tainted presence of the Zolgaths from this temple, restoring it to a modicum of decency."
So there still Zolgath here. Do you know where?
I feel their presence all around. Other creatures, too, have invaded. They are here. They are dangerous. They call forth demons and worse to assist them. I would be cautious. Marion.
All right. And if we do this, and if we find these other reflections, will you get out of my head?
I will be all too glad to not have to spend what precious energy I have reaching out to you. I will leave you alone. But as for the source of your powers, for the one who has granted you the mysteries whereby you use your magic, the one who I had contact with that led me to you, they may never truly leave you alone. No. Their work is endless, and your employ to their purposes may never cease.
All right. We're going to talk about this later.
Very well. He kind of makes a dismissing motion with his hands, and you see the other spirits kind of fade off into nothingness around him. And he says, "I shall be watching. Do not fail us, Marion. Much rests on your shoulders and those of your companions as well. Itinerants though you be, your ability to travel around, to go from place to place, untethered by that which would hold you back, such as I am, gives you unique ability. That is why you must do this. Do not fail us, Marion." He fades into the wall and that away.
Is your head just filled with people like that all the time?
Yeah, how do you deal
I
with
think I
this?
understand
I
you.
don't.
He said something about the person that, the thing that gave you powers uses you for a purpose. Do you have, what is that purpose?
I don't know. I plan on speaking to him about it later.
You didn't make a deal with a devil, did you?
No!
Demon?
No, I just touched something I probably shouldn't have.
That sounds believable. But how did
Everybody
the
does
Zolgaths,
that.
if there are more down here, get past that statue?
Maybe
Yeah.
there's another way in.
Oh, there's Probably a entrance that doesn't involve getting smashed into bits by a giant angry
Or maybe
statue.
lots of them did die. I guess we would have seen their bodies.
Well, what you currently see,
Maybe the statue was a cleaning staff.
a four-way intersection now that the ghosts have departed. To the east, you see a singular wooden door. To the west, this larger double door. To the north, it opens up, and you can make out a wooden floor and a rug sitting on there and a bit of a door. And then beyond that, the hallway turns. There's another door up to the right, past the room with the wooden floor and the rug. The ceilings here are about 12 feet tall. There is a thick layer of dust around here. So you can see in certain places where footprints have come through, and many of them appear to be reptilian in shape. And as you all move on, there's a bit of a wisp and a dust cloud that kicks up down here. This ancient kind of muffled sounds amongst the ancient and forgotten temple.
I'm just generally gonna be practicing breath control, I guess.
Try not to breathe in too much of the dust.
You know, just in case we get surprised by more reptiles that smell bad.
Sure.
You know, taking a breath every couple of minutes,
Slow
Twen-
breathing
every-
from Mauritius.
20, 10, 15 minutes. I don't know, however long it is.
You boys and girl want to check out this library?
Yeah.
I do want to check out the library.
All right.
Sort of sounds like your ghost friend's first suggestion.
I don't expect this will be trapped, but detect magic.
All right. You check the door.
Always
over
in
here.
forever, wherever we go.
You do not detect any magic upon the door.
Oh, I guess since we're exploring, I will be scouting.
Avoiding notice.
Sure.
Hopefully someone's going to say searching.
I mean, you could be searching.
It's true. I guess I could be searching.
I guess my perception is okay.
I failed that one time, so I've stopped since then. But
I don't really have a lot.
I'm thinking
Okay, I
about
can
like
search.
I'm actually much better at searching than I was before.
All right. Who all is searching?
I will search.
I will search too.
All right. The tiefling and the catfolk are searching. Faith and Fabian. You look, and Fabian, you do a thorough search. You go around, and as you're going down this short length of hallway toward the door that Ulthadar pointed out, you stop and you kind of pass your hand along the wall and feel just a bit of a hitch. There's just a bit of something that catches right about here in this square. You pass by about 3 feet of stone that's just a little tiny bit recessed from the rest of the wall.
Is it slightly different watercolor shade so you can tell that it's a separate movable part and in the background of the Scooby-Doo episode?
Just a little tiny bit. You notice that, Fabian. Faith, you do not.
Okay, well, I will point it out to everyone and say, remember that last time we moved ahead and got sound blasted? I have a funny feeling that if we move ahead, something's going to come out of here too. We should probably investigate this a little bit more.
I leave you to it.
I will attempt to investigate that more.
Okay. In your thorough search, you see that this kind of thing seems to press a little bit and give a little, and revealing a passageway beyond through a
Oh.
secret door into what appears to be a closet. You see that there are some cleaning supplies, some mops, shelves, some crates over on the side. There's a thick dust and tangles of cobwebs blanketing the abandoned cleaning equipment.
Oh, well, I'll be damned. But why would you need
Hide
to
a
make
closet.
Maybe
I guess-
they want to pretend like the castle's always mysteriously cleaned and like the servants are working.
Yeah, I suppose.
Several of you go into the closet.
I will investigate in case,
Sure, a
is it
thorough
really
search
truly a closet?
of the closet. Sure.
I would like to detect magic in the closet.
Horatio pings out detect magic as Fabian snoops around in the broom closet.
Magical broom.
After
This
several
sweet
minutes
one.
of after several minutes of searching every nook and cranny in this broom closet, you conclude that it is indeed just a broom closet, and nothing magical appears on Horatio's spell.
I mean, I guess
Well-
they just want to keep it secret.
If we need somewhere to retreat to, I guess this is a good place. Could be worse. Could be a bathroom.
The closet is maybe a step up from a bathroom.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Maybe a step down. I don't know.
Alright.
If you need to use the restroom, it's a step down.
I'm gonna open this door.
All right. Marion, coming forth, as Fabian finishes up in the closet, you come to this door here and have it swing wide open. As it swings open, revealing the room beyond, towering mahogany bookcases line the walls of this chamber, their shelves crammed with thousands of ancient texts. A thick layer of dust covers the shelves' contents, and the round reading table to the south. Rickety wooden ladders fixed to the ceiling provide access to the highest shelves of books. Faded, threadbare brocade rugs stretch luxurious across the floor. And through all this luxury of an antique old library, you see a Zulgath and a demon in the midst of an argument. Both stop what they were doing, turn in your direction, and with equally frightening shrieks come roaring off in your direction. If you were sneaking, you can roll stealth. The rest of you, go ahead and roll perception for initiative.
He could have warned us there were Zulgaths in the library.
Yeah.
He talked about both Zulgath and the library.
Also, I feel like now is a good time to take a closer look at my spiritual sense feat, because I just realized, in addition to spirits, it also helps me find beings made entirely of spiritual essence, such as celestials, fiends, and monitors,
Yes.
even if I cannot see them.
Yes. Exploring but not searching. Yes. Yes. Just moments before opening the door, you get the sense that there's a demon beyond it. But I'll keep making that. There's little perception checks here and there to make sure you sneak up on something. And let me do.
Yeah, I was just looking at it because I figured, there might be haunts or ghosts here.
Yes, there are indeed. Above, when you were going by the altar, there was a sense of something haunted in that direction. Okay, I need to roll initiative for the bad guys.
They can get a 0.
Okay, this horrible demon turns around and stares in your direction as the door opens, Marion. It is going to turn, and let's see. Just, yeah, it's gonna,
Kill me.
yeah. It's going to come out with a spear. So, yeah, has a spear in its hand. Comes out, will travel over to here and kind of through the door do a stabby stab at Marion. So we'll do that.
Now, which way is the door? 'Cause I know it. I know the door is on the library side, but does it
Hmm.
swing to the left or swing to the right? Because it seems like, depending on where the door is, Marion might get cover.
Swing into the library or out to the hallway?
No, it swung into the library, but is it the top or the bottom? Like is the door in the square or the square? I can't think of the second one.
Thinking of where
You know
the
what I mean?
exit would be, I think the door would swing inwards this way.
I mean, you said we opened the door towards the library when you described us opening the door.
Okay, it swings in this way. So there's an opening through this way. If you're trying to stab from this square into this square, you will
I
get
think
covered.
doors, when they're open, have physical space in this world.
Yes.
That is true. They don't just disappear.
No, I
mean,
don't think they have physical space.
Uh,
Like, there are no
oh,
rules for, like,
so
a door
it's-
blocking
it's-
line of sight.
the
It's a Star
horrible
Trek, it's a Star
demon
Trek door.
will do a grievous strike against Marion. Yes, grievously. Trying to shoot it to you. That will be a 27 to hit you, Marion.
Yeah, that hits me.
Okay. So it is a grievous strike. When it goes into you, it pours forth the evil latent in it. So you will take a total of 15 piercing and 6 evil damage, if you can take evil damage.
I don't believe I can.
All right, so that you're okay on the evil side of it. However, you are also sickened too by this, as it just feels like nasty in this vile strike. The demon pierces the spear deep into your flesh. But that is the end of its turn. Owarshisk.
So I always have to ask questions about, like, the terrain every
Sure,
encounter,
sure,
right?
sure.
So these rugs, is it a massive rug that covers the whole room, or is it smaller rugs?
From your vantage point, you can kind of see there are 2 rugs. There's one big one. Oops, didn't mean to grab you. There's one big one kind of around here, and then there's a smaller one over here.
I'm just saying, is it possible for me to pull the rug out from underneath them for a trip attack? Ranged trip.
Well, you could try to use the rug to help leverage on a trip. You know, I don't think you could pull the entirety of the rug. One, because there's also another. He's partially on it. There's a Zolgath partially on it, and it's a massive rug.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll say, but if you want to try a trip specifically where he's standing, I'll give you a +1 circumstance bonus to try and do a trip.
To try and do a trip on him.
Yeah, if you grab
Okay.
the rug and try to.
So I'll move up and then try to, like, do that.
Sure.
And then maybe you want to give me this. Athletics check. Let's try
Ooh, 29
29.
versus its reflex DC. That will succeed. You come up and just do a whoop, and in comic, like slipping on a banana peel, this demon falls to its feet. Falls to its back, rather.
And then I guess I'll just attack it.
Sure.
While we're going for it.
22 against its flat-footed AC. Unfortunately, that will not hit. It kind of, as it's falling, it rolls a little bit to the one side, and your claw scrapes against the rug, tearing part of it asunder.
That's it for me.
All right, that was Owarshisk. Marion.
Oh, right. I forgot to do that part. Okay. I have that. Yeah, I'm just going to choose. I'm gonna choose Skillful.
Alrighty.
I'm going to bon mot against the fiend.
As it's on the ground.
Looking at diplomacy versus its will DC.
20.
Oh wait,
versus-
that should 21. I forgot that the bonus from
21 will not beat its will DC. This demon seems to be more engaged with destroying you than listening to anything you may have to say or kind of, try to impose your will against it.
Are you sure?
Well, a 27 will do it. So
Just kind of lean over and grab its collar and shake it a little bit.
like, ugh, you aren't supposed to be here. Goes to the library. Nothing about demons. And he is a little freaked out by this.
A little shaken.
He's a little shaken. Oh, frightened one.
And I'm just gonna get out of the way.
All right. You leave. At the end of your turn, you are no longer sickened anymore. Just kind of
cool.
lasts for one round. So after Marion, Fabian. Fabian.
If you're talking, you're muted.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's all good.
Yeah, I can go right up to there. I don't even have to go into the room and endanger myself, thanks to his frightened condition and my ability to deal with, what is it? Right.
He's also
here.
prone on
And-
the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I know, he's just a whole series of troubles.
It's super flat-footed.
Yeah,
Double flat-footed.
Sure.
Let's go for the first strike.
All right. Ooh, 30. Yeah. Flat-footed, and that is a regular hit, but you do get your sneak attack damage on top of that. So
And
10
let's...
plus 5, 15.
Let's
Fabian,
again.
before you do that,
Oh, yep.
you come forward and taking this opportunity, you strike out at it and pierce its skin on the ground. As the demon's flesh is pierced by your rapier, a gout of acidic blood comes spewing back in your direction. So I need you to make a reflex save.
Tarantino.
Oh, well, I
movie.
can...
Oh no!
He was not expecting that.
Well, I'm healthy. Let's roll with it.
You gonna roll with it?
Yeah, I'm not... I've got full health.
Take it on the chin.
Probably won't die from this.
There's things
Fabian.
worse than death.
Fabian. Fabian. As
I've been
you
bad-
stab your rapier out at this demon, acid spews up, much like a Tarantino movie. You take 8 points of acid damage. However, because it is a critical failure, it's not a basic save. You actually want to take 4 points of acid damage. However, the additional effect on a critical failure, the acid coats the entirety of the rapier, and as you withdraw, there is a definite bend to the rapier. Your rapier is considered broken.
Oh
That's
no!
right.
No.
I forgot about.
And the rapier kind of like has a distinct kind of bend to it. Looks pretty sad. Is not destroyed, but your rapier does gain the broken condition. So yeah.
Okay. I've never seen that one before. Can't be used for its normal function. Okay. I gotta bludgeon people with my for a while.
Yeah. So you have one more action to withdraw the rapier. What do you do?
Well, in that case, I will back it up.
You're like, oh shit! It's the Raper kind of
man.
hangs back. All right, on to Fade.
Guess I'll move forward. Oh look, a guy I can punch.
Yep, guy on ground.
I'm gonna flurry on the guy that's on the
Break
ground.
your fist.
Try not to.
26 will hit for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
And then second attack. 22 might also hit.
22.
It is flat-footed.
Flat-footed
And frightened.
Frightened. 22 still just misses. Very, very close though.
Okay. I'll try my third attack and I'll be done. Oh, and it has to make a fort save.
Fort save is going to be a 36.
That's a critical success, which doesn't matter, but...
Yep. This demon seems to resist any attempts to daze and stun it.
Fine.
Alright, so that was Faith punching the demon on the ground. The Zolgath comes forward. This Zolgath is going to... Yep. Sees all this happening. He is going to step over to here. And then he's going to see all this, raise his hands, conjure forth a bead of red energy, and send it hurling down the hallway in your direction. Going to go, phew, kablooey! And we'll say,
fireball?
Yep, a fireball right here, which will actually get the demon as well, but doesn't really care too much about that. Yep, reflex saves, you know what to do. Zolgath Mage cast Fireball.
I need to learn Fireball just so I can counterspell it.
Graham, in 660 XP, 890 XP, I get evasion. But I don't have it right at this encounter.
Can you borrow it?
Can I borrow?
Can I
and
borrow
not
evasion?
use
Good
it?
question.
Can I loan evasion for a minute?
Like, I won't use it the first time it comes up after 7th level.
The temporal debt.
So it looks like Faith, you succeed. Who are we missing? We got Fabian, Faith, Oartius, Horatio. Marion, did you make a reflex save?
He might be a K.
Marion. Well, regardless, everyone takes 27 points of fire damage, except for Faith, who takes 13.
Who takes less because tiefling.
So, 8.
Yeah. But the demon will take that as well.
Is too bad I can't subtract the 5 before I have? No.
The demon roars back at the Zolgath, who's just reveling in the fiery explosion. A few of the books in the carpet by the door are singed by the fireball.
Oh no.
Yep.
I wanted the book for reading.
I'll remember Marion's save for later. Horatio.
I am going to 3 action, 3rd level, cast Magic Missile at the spellcaster.
All right.
Yeah, shield. Oh wait, wrong mission.
He didn't catch. Wait, that's the wrong spell.
Mage armor.
There we go.
Ooh, look at that. So that's 6, 11, 14,
20.
20 points of magic missile damage. Just a rapid fire succession of blast against the mage. As you have a wizard duel. All right. It is back to this demon. Well, I guess it will take an action to stand up, except that provokes opportunity attack, doesn't it? Yep,
I
that's...
was already waiting for it.
Yep, had the finger on the trigger there. 11 slashing and 3 precision as it comes up. Just claw out at it. With that, it managed to get to its feet, staggering, looking at you, Oarshus. It will levy the spear in your direction and attempt to make a grievous strike against you. So long spear against you. That'll be a 32 to hit. Oh, sorry, 31 to hit you, Oarshus. Yes. I think you're muted.
That hits. Just
Okay,
a regular hit.
Regular hit.
Just regular hit.
So that means you're taking 15 points of piercing damage, and if you can, 3 points of evil damage, and you are sickened too by this sickening, grievous strike. But that is all the demon can do at the end of its turn. It's no longer frightened 1. So then we move on to Oarshus.
I'm gonna do a tumble through.
Oh.
I guess. Actually, I don't have to. I can just move around. I can just do this. Move to there. I'm gonna do that little dance. Weave my way behind the caster and
All right. Turns around,
go
shot.
for a trip on the caster.
Uh-oh.
Athletics against reflex. Ooh.
An 18 is not quite enough. It sees you coming and then kind of like dodges out of the way.
We're gonna try again, I guess.
Alright.
'Cause I'll get. Let's see.
You get a penalty, but
Yeah.
Nope, you go once, try to mess up the carpet
3
a
and
little
a 7.
bit. Yeah. The mage kind of sees you lashing out at you. Marion, are you back?
I sure am.
Okay, I need you to make a reflex save because on the mage's turn, it cast a fireball at everybody, and you're in the
my bad.
blast. That's all good. No problem. You just take 27 points of fire damage from the fireball blast.
Owie. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to shoot at the demon.
Alrighty.
I'm going to enter my stance first, and then I'm going to shoot at the demon. Just let me add in my bonuses. I don't need to do that.
Ah, 18, not enough to strike against the demon. It sees your
Damn.
arrow coming and kind of flips it away with the spear.
How about a 23?
23 will do the same thing again, twirling the spear, knock the arrow out of the air.
Man, it's like a master in
Mhm.
spear using.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a nasty demon. It is similar to the one you faced when you first entered Moonstone Hall on the level above.
well, that means it's a magical spear,
Maybe.
right?
The other one was.
You can cast detect magic and find out.
I mean, I think Horatio was already casting detect magic, but like,
Detect
He was
magic
casting-
can't see through doors though.
right? But he was casting detect magic when the door opened.
It was an exploration activity before.
It was the excellent activities, so it was already in the process of happening. So
Does
you
it
could
have
argue
like
that.
a load, like a?
Fabian,
down.
what are you doing?
Okay, that is a good question.
As you look at your flimsy rapier.
You have a dagger.
Don't
I have
at the
daggers.
moment. Well, maybe
You
you
could
can pass me
delay.
one on your turn. We'll deal with it later. I guess I will. What do I have left? Well, I still have a little short bow.
Hey.
Or I guess I
look
can always
at
try and punch. Now let's. Yeah, I guess I will swap out to my bow. I think that's an action, right? Drop the rapier. switch
Free
to
action to
bow.
drop.
that. Drop the rapier. Get out the bow. Yep.
So that's
One
or
action.
that's 2 actions, right?
Dropping's a free.
Oh, okay, so
getting
there's
out
one
the bow will
action.
be One. Yeah.
And well, let us see. Do you get penalties for people being in the way? I haven't used my bow in so long.
No, not in this edition.
Okay,
Screening.
well then let us go for it. Achoo!
Pew!
Wait,
It's been a
you
while. The arrow kind
Yeah.
of sticks in the way, in the door.
And I'll try again.
28 is enough for 3 whole points of piercing damage.
Oh no! I
Is
better
it
track
still-
my arrows.
Is it still frightened? No, it took an action. It took a turn, right?
Mhm. Yep. So, just a little bit of an arrow strike, and just seems to kind of piss it off a little bit. So I think that's Fabian's go. On to Faith.
And how big is the doorway?
5 feet wide.
And I
Roughly.
stand in the doorway and block the demon from going past me. So it can still tumble through or push through or whatever, but it would be, an action as opposed to a movement.
Sure. I'll say you're in the doorway at this point.
Okay. I will move into the doorway as one action, and then I am going to use a key strike and flurry on the demon.
All right. Uh, 21 is not quite enough, unfortunately. Demon dodges to the side.
And the second half of that. 13. Ugh.
Natural one.
And yeah, I think it's a regular attack. So 13.
Does some matrix shit. The demon dodges your attacks. Alright. Yeah, technically you're kind of between the 2 squares, like that, so we'll say you are blocking the blow successfully. Alright, Faye stands in the doorway and lets loose a flurry of blows.
A flurry of ineffective attacks.
You're playing defense, your interference. Alright, the mage has an Owarshisk behind you. Owarshisk, you're no longer sickened at the end of your last turn. You lose that condition. Only lasts for 1 round.
What was I sickened from?
Or no, technically it was from his attack. So you're sickened until the demon's turn.
What was I sickened from?
The grievous wound, the grievous strike rather that the demon.
Oh,
did.
okay.
Yeah, it hits you with the grievous strike, and you're sickened too for a round. So it'll be until the demon's initiative counts. So
Okay.
it matters, I think, in this case because the mage is not happy that you're back there. Let's see.
Sickened 2, man, that's rough.
Do we do that, or do we just burn ya? What do we do here? What's gonna go on? What's gonna happen here? I should have done that. Damn it. Damn it. Mages, am I right? What do you do with these guys? Let's shoot lightning at you, Arshisk. The mage turns around and sees you behind it. summons forth just a gout of lightning in your direction.
Is
Is well,
is this sudden bolt?
no. It's a different kind of bolt. It's lightning bolt.
It's not quite as sudden. It's a
Don't
little
have
bit
any of those
telegraphed.
left to counterspell with.
So go ahead and make a reflex save for me, OR Shisk. A 26 is exactly what you needed. So you
Good.
will just be taking 15 points of electricity
Oof.
damage.
Oof, oof, oof.
And it will do a step back after that. Okay. And see the lizard folk get zapped a little bit. Okay. So that was that. Onto Horatio.
We're doing lightning, are we?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast a. God, I want to burn both of my 3rd level spells on this asshole. That's my last 3rd level spell. Is sudden bolt. High damage. Extra 12. That's not worth it. I'm just gonna cast a regular 2nd level sudden bolt on the caster. It is. There we go. Sudden bolt. Right there. Natural 20. Does a critical hit. Hit it. Oh,
It's
sorry,
the
never mind.
damage.
The green is the damage. This is a
Yeah,
reflex.
there
save.
isn't a reflex
Bad.
save.
All right.
Bad.
It's gonna make a reflex save. Let's see how it do.
Good damage though.
Was it a critical success on the save?
Yeah, it was.
Great.
You
I was
go
right about the natural 20.
casting lightning yourself, but it sees it coming and kind of swirls it in with some of its lightning and expels it onto the floor undamaged. The wizard fight continues.
Yeah, okay. Protective ward. That'll get faith at least.
Yep. All right, got that ward. Back to the demon's turn. So now you're no longer sickened. Well, we got a faith there, kind of in the way. So I guess we'll try to stab Faith with a grievous strike. Yeah. So does a 30 hit your AC, Faith?
Yes.
Okie dokie. So now you'll be victim of the grievous strike. You'll be taking 14 piercing and 3 evil if you can, and be sickened 2 for a round.
Second 2.
Yep. So we'll use 2
Oh,
actions.
I can just click on the thing that says second.
Yeah.
And then make it.
We'll do that, and then it will just lash out with the claw as its 3rd attack to kind of get you out of the way as it swipes. So that's its 3rd attack. It rolled a natural 20, so I guess a 28 would normally hit you.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's
But a dying 2 amount of damage.
well, it's gonna be. Can you take evil damage?
Yes.
Oh, you might still be up.
Are
'cause
you
it's,
good?
It is 24 slashing and 12 evil damage. So 36 damage. I think you had 37 hit points.
So I'm at 1.
Okay, you're still up, but just a nasty claw across the face, festering with evil, malevolent energy, and the demon cackles as you get hurt. Bad. O.R. Shisk. Go ahead, Mark.
Man.
Mark, who all is bloodied in this situation. Yeah, you.
Almost everybody.
The
I
entire
think
party. The entire party.
Everybody
is
but
bloodied.
Horatio. Oh yeah.
A
Yeah.
fireball helps with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step up and try for a trip.
Okay. A 21 versus the mage's reflex, and still just a little bit too quick for you. Still just dodge out of the way.
If I could roll higher than an 8, that would be good.
You
Um,
can't trip the mage.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
still just gonna try. We're just doing a little dance over here.
Cantrip. A 25 will succeed on tripping the
Finally.
mage. Finally, go back and forth and just a little bit too slow one of these times, and you do manage to knock it prone. But I believe that's the end of your turn, so the step, trip.
Yep, that's right. You got me.
Alright. Marion.
I'm gonna shoot the devil again.
Alright.
Or demon. Shoot at the demon! Shoot!
Ooh, 32. That will definitely hit. 5 points of piercing damage.
And number 2.
.23, however, will not quite be enough.
Dang.
Arrow goes wide.
With my last action, I'm going to... Yeah. I'm going to try to cast guidance on Fabian.
Alright.
Gonna try. Flat check, made it.
Alright. Fabian gets a little bit of guidance.
Okay.
Fabian, your go.
I am gonna use 2 actions to move here. Oh, free action, drop the bow, and I'm gonna punch this guy. Just punch his fucking ass.
Try to take down. Alright.
And I will use
punching.
use
I realize.
guidance on this.
Okay.
So
Add that +1 on there.
plus whatever. Yeah, 18.
Well. Flat-footed. You gotta do a punch, and it sees you coming and just kind of like puts up a claw, like, what are you doing? Stop it. No.
Well,
Yeah.
I realize against a mage, I should probably grapple the mage. Because it still will try to take an action to escape, but it also gets a flat check
It's still grab it.
to,
Yep.
to do a spell.
So that was 1, 2 actions, I think, Fabian?
I
You
think
drop
it
the bow?
required 2 actions of movement to get here for the movement. So I think that's it for me.
Oh, you would have to kind of like do through and stuff. Unless Faith lets you through.
That's. I mean, I will let you through.
Yeah, I'll say Faith lets you through. So, alright, but that is the end of Fabian's turn. On to Faith.
I am gonna try to heal myself. I'm gonna treat my own wounds.
Ooh.
Oh, I do not
no.
succeed.
Do you knock yourself out?
No.
No,
It
that
can't be
wasn't
risky.
risky surgery.
It's not
Was
risking
risky.
surgery.
Oh, just
But-
wounds.
I'm going to use a hero point and reroll that.
Alright.
Oh,
It was better.
A 5.
Oof. Roll 20 being mean tonight.
so that's 2 actions, right?
That was
No,
one.
it was
action.
one hero point of
Okay.
the roll.
Do you have the spell that gives you hit points?
The gloves. Have you used the gloves
Gloves.
today?
Isn't there a
I think so. It's still the same day that you've entered the Moonstone Hall.
monk
I
spell?
think-
Yeah. Oh. I'm a lot of key points. I wasted my key points missing them last round.
Oh no.
So I think I'm all out of healing. This seems really bad for me.
Well, we may have to hide in the closet.
We found this closet.
And if you
Good
had
thing.
succeeded, it would have hurt it too, because it healing its damage hurts it. If you
Oh, yeah.
remember.
Do you remember?
Don't know if you still have that
Yeah.
resonant reflection.
Dig out a band-aid and
That's
patch it on yourself.
true.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the resonant reflection.
All right, the thing that Ulthadar spoke of moments ago.
When does fast healing happen?
Next turn. Beginning of the turn, right?
Beginning of its turn.
I mean, that's really obnoxious, but yeah. That was 2 actions. I guess I'll try and punch the stupid demon. Maybe I can kill it before it kills me.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean,
Bwah, bwah,
maybe.
bwah. So that is a critical hit. You just kick him square in the nuts, in the demon nuts. So that will be 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
As you
His
kick him
fist-
in the nuts, though.
Can his fist melt?
Well, a creature within its reach successfully hits the demon with a strike. It will excrete a gout of acidic, blood-like slime against the attacker. So, I need you to make a reflex save for me, Faith.
The 31 save?
That's a success, but that's
Let's see.
it's a basic one, isn't it?
It's not a basic save because
It's not a basic, but the success is the critical success is completely a void. Success is you take 1d6 acid damage. So you do take 5 points of acid damage,
okay.
which unfortunately will knock Faith unconscious.
Are his fists broken?
My fist
No,
may be
it's
broken.
if you critically fail, there's a chance your weapon could be broken. Which
So-
you do have those hand wraps, but
When did I lose the second condition?
Yeah.
at the start of its turn, because it lasts for a round.
Oh.
So that does knock Faith out, which it's your turn, so I don't think that would change your initiative count.
Right, because my initiative changes to the
Right
current
before
turn.
the thing, so yeah, it stays. Okay. Alright, so Faith is knocked down by some gout of acidic blood. Then we move on to the Zolgath Mage on the ground. Well, I think it's gotta try to stand up. And gets hit. Gets hurt. Ow. 28 will indeed hit it. For 13
It's
points of damage.
flat-footed.
Yes, so that's
It's still not enough for a crit, though.
Not quite enough for a crit. So 13 points of damage.
Maybe I should have waited to see if it would cast a spell and then done it.
It gets up.
Just for the chance crit.
Let's see something here.
It wouldn't have crit anyway. Wasn't even close.
We're hurt, but we're not too bad. Y'all look pretty bad off.
Fireball centered on it.
So, let's. Yeah, let's do. Yeah, it will turn and cast a magic missile of its own on Oarshisk. So that's 2. Shoot 1 additional missile with each action, so it'd be total 4. So Arshisk, 4 missiles will shoot out from it, dealing a total of 5, 7.
I'm gonna try and counterspell it.
Ho ho ho!
I wish I had my
A
third
duel.
level left. This is the first level counterspell, so it may
Okay.
or may not work particularly well, but it's worth a try.
Kind of
Where?
reflection. If the spell used the caster's DC.
Oh. So I lose the spell slot. I attempt to counteract.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the I thought I had it in that. It's in the dispel magic. I'm just gonna do. Well, it's a. My spell attack roll is at 12, so there we go. 28.
Okay. Versus its spell DC.
Yes.
That succeeds, but the magic missile that he's casting is a 3rd level version
Third
of it.
level.
So you
So
need a
a
critical success.
success. Yeah, so I
If
fail.
it's
I needed a
1.
crit.
Yeah, so using the 1st level spell slot, I don't think that
Yeah.
would do a 2nd level spell slot if it's that one. But unfortunately, it's not. It's a 3rd level one. So the magic missile still goes through, dealing a total of 12 points of damage to you, Arshisk. So missiles spatter against you. Then we are on to a ratio.
I'm gonna cast that 3rd level sudden bolt, but I'm gonna do it at the demon.
Alrighty.
Um,
Lightning.
roll 20 doesn't heighten, so let me. Wait, heightening's really not good on sudden bolt. It's 4d12 at level 2, and it's 5d12 at level 3. Sudden bolt. Five d12. Click the button. Reflex save.
It got a 36.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So no damage then?
It's a basic save. So
Well,
the demon avoids the lightning.
I am completely out of damaging spells. FYI.
Oh, you have electric arc.
And I will. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go in here.
The other lightning is completely evaded.
Because if this thing hits me, I'm down.
Horatio's like, fuck! Goes in the closet. Alright. The demon, that means Faith, you're no longer sticking to. Got Faith down. Go to Fabian or Marion? It's a cruel demon. It will step behind you, Fabian, and go to lash out with a spear against you.
I thought as much.
While flanking.
I'm flat-footed.
Yep. But rolled pretty low. That's only going to be a 22 versus your flat-footed AC.
Oh, but that 22 will hit.
Oh no. So that will be another grievous strike against you. Just grievous strike.
Fabian, can you be flanked by things of your level, or I don't know what level it is. Do you have that thing? Can it flank you?
Deny advantage.
Yeah.
I believe it can flank me still.
I mean, I think you automatically get deny advantage. I think it's
Yeah, it's a
class
feature.
Deny advantage. Let's see.
But it depends on its
Oh,
level.
I do have deny advantage. I was not sorry. I had it the whole time. At level 3.
So, you aren't flat-footed to hidden, undetected, or flanking creatures of your level or lower.
We are level 6.
Are level 6.
It will
Unless-
miss if
Can we use time debt?
Fascinated about this concept that's developed amongst the group of time debt with your leveling. The demon, unfortunately, is level 7.
Of course it is.
So I am flat-footed. Therefore, it does hit.
Well,
Therefore, I do take grievous strike.
so it will be 17 piercing and 3 evil. You can take the evil points of damage. And you will be sickened too.
Okay, but I may still be up 1 second.
20 damage.
20 damage? Yeah, I'm still up.
Hey,
I'm not dead yet.
look at that. Everyone pretty badly hurt, but still.
Yeah, but that was
alive.
only 2 actions.
No,
It
the
was
grievous strike
3.
is 2 actions.
The grievous strike is 2 actions, yeah. So
Oh,
stab
okay.
and then spear you.
But I am not dead.
Arshis?
I don't
You
know.
still have flanking. You still have flanking.
It's not even bloodied.
It's hurt. Close.
The demon is.
I know the demon is, but the mage is not. I mean, I
If you
might
go-
be able to take the demon out of my turn.
If you go there or there, you could hit the demon, but still be in range of the.
I'd like to be flanking, though.
Yeah.
What do I have at my disposal? Not a whole lot.
Can you summon the candy cane?
Candy cane's not going to help in this because it would take 3 actions, right? Or 2 some amount of actions more than 1. That is not what
you
I
have
want.
to get it out and then use it.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
I mean, you can put a candy cane into Bandolier.
There are no bandoliers.
Bandolier
Right.
has been deleted. from
It doesn't
the game.
exist in the universe.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
If you go after the demon, I can help. I can maybe help deal with the spellcaster.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going after the demon, I think. I'm just trying to decide what's the best way to do this. So I'm gonna slide around there. Nah, I just need to try and kill it. How close do I think it is to that? I'm gonna try a competent finisher on it.
Alright.
Holy shit!
Bwah, bwah, bwah. Bwah, 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 bwah. Arshis runs across the dust, kicking up amongst the library as you come in, rounding, just try to rend and rip through the demon. Ooh! Ooh!
So it's
So-
44 damage to it.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
We needed that.
Yeah.
We really needed that.
You rip the demon in half. And I will give you a fucking hero point for that.
Con-
Because that was
confidently.
epic.
That's adrenaline.
the Zolgath is like, holy shit! As the lizard folk just gets coated in acidic demon blood, you're hissing and steaming a little bit as it is just ripped asunder.
And then we're gonna circle back around to here.
Take care of this now for you. The silent lizard folk comes back. The Zolgath's a little freaked out. Marion.
I'm gonna move up next to Faith, and I'm going to. That succeed.
Nice.
I'm going to cast Impending Doom. That's a lot of text.
Whoa! Since upon one touch mind, the target makes a particularly gruesome and fatal end to a vision of its impending demise. The intense mental vision grows more and more terrifying to the target as the doom grows closer, and it takes 3 rounds to reach its conclusion. The target must attempt a will saving throw to determine the effects at the end of the spell's duration. The target is affected as the target witnesses its death and takes 17 mental damage. Woo! So when cast, it needs to make the first will save, right?
Yes.
Okay, so...
The only will save.
There's only one will save, okay. Let's see how this works. It gets a 28.
A 28. Okay, that's a regular success.
Second.
So it is unaffected for 1 round. On the second round, it becomes flat-footed.
Then
And on the last round, it is frightened 1.
Then at that
And then it takes
end of that
half
round,
damage.
it takes 8 damage. Okay, alright.
Right.
So the fear begins to grow in this Zolgath's mind. Mostly from seeing Arash just rip the demon in half, but then also from Marion's magics as well.
Right.
Okay, so that was Marion. Fabian.
Let's
You're still sticking 2, I think, for this this turn.
punch. Oh yes, I am just sticking 2. Well, let's just punch the crap out of this thing. See what we can
you're
accomplish.
flanking.
The first punch.
25, that will hit. It's flat-footed AC. So,
Sneak attack,
sneak
right?
attack.
I believe
Yeah.
it is sneak.
Finesse,
Still.
yeah. Just kind of right in the neck right here. Taking out one of its veins.
More
Oof.
damage to my sneak attack than I do with the actual punch attack.
So 13 points of damage.
Second attack.
With that, it is bloodied. A 24 will also hit. For 9 more points of damage.
Final attack.
21 will also hit its flat-footed AC, just barely. So 12 more points of damage. Yeah, it's the Zolgath's kind of freaking out, not sure what's happening, and this catfolk just goes wild, just starts clawing at it, ripping into the Zolgath. Kitty claws come out. All right, wow. Okay. Well, so yeah, that's Fabian.
That is Fabian.
Faith.
So, fast healing 3 happens first.
Yes. So you go back.
So I'm at 3.
3. Yeah.
3 plus 0 is 3. I guess I stand up. I'm no longer second.
Yep.
Still bloodied.
Yep. You kind of the radiance around you glows for a moment and patches some of your wounds just to the point where you're like, ugh.
Hey, I guess
Standing
we'll,
up.
give this guy a lot of things to think about, and then I'll punch him a couple of times.
Okay. Step forward, run into the room.
I'm not flat-footed, unfortunately.
No, 20 unfortunately is not quite enough. You're a little slow just from all the injuries you've sustained. 29, however, will hit. For 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Is that stunning strike thing?
Yeah, stunning strikes. It's like a fort save.
Fort save, only a 20.
That fails, so he's stunned 1.
Okay. Ooh. Zolgath's getting piled on.
So he can't counterspell because no reactions, and he loses 1 action.
Yep, so that's into your turn, Faith. It goes on to his turn. He loses an action. Well.
I'll set it on himself. If I die, everyone dies. Come on, do it.
Take everybody with me. Ooh, that's tempting. Instead, hmm. Why don't we? Hmm. Let me do this. Okay. Avarcius did chop that guy in half. So it is going to cast another spell. As we did that and that, we can keep doing that. Okay. So it kind of sees you all coming forward. It's gonna shake out of Faith's stupor and then extend its hands to either side of it, and from each hand shoot 2 magic missiles, 2 at Fabian and 2 at Oartius.
That's not just a verbal attack, right?
That is magic missile. I'm fairly certain is.
Is it just verbal?
It's somatic as well. Because he's doing 2 action version of it.
Oh, but it's not a panache thing, so it's just 11 slashing damage to it in response.
Okay.
But it's flat-footed, right?
You are flanking it.
He's flanking it. And I'm pretty sure a 24 hit a flat-footed AC before.
Yeah, 34
So
is
a
a
34
crit.
would be a crit.
So 22 damage then.
And
And no
I don't.
spell.
I'm not.
and no spell. It
Oh,
interrupts
that's
the
right.
action.
It cancels the spell.
It's a
Yeah.
manipulate.
Bam! Right in like
Fuck. Oh, Arjisk, you see what he's about to do and about to
right, like
just
the side of the temple.
Yep, right. Well, he's about to just nail you and Fabian, taking you both to the ground as you're trying to claw out at it, and you take that moment, just pop it with the backside of your claw against the temple. And it's kind of reeling around now, just absolutely terrified of what's about to happen. Horatio.
Man, those attack of opportunity crits coming in clutch.
Dash the
Fabian,
room.
Fabian,
Oh,
you're no
that
longer
looks
second.
unpleasant.
Oh, is that-
Will save definitely good. Reflex save definitely good. I probably have a better shot. Just spell attacking. Ray of Frost. 31.
Yeah, a 31 will hit. Not quite critically, but you do 8 points of cold damage to it. The Zolgas kind of buckling under all the claws and the cold now, shivering, looking for a way out, it seems. But it is not its turn yet. So after Horatio comes Oartius.
My turn.
Stand above the Zolgath. And with a brutal, quick, efficient strike, the Zolgath mage buckles, crumples to the ground, dead.
Cool.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah.
Faith, technically your
we all alive?
reflection continues for a minute. So you'd have 9 more rounds left, I think. So you would
So
have
27 more hit points.
27 more hit points over the course of the next minute.
Oh.
Spoiler alert, in the next minute, nothing else comes to attack you.
I'm going to pick up one of these chairs. Wait, what kind of door is it? Can I like bar the door with the chair?
Oh, is anything on fire after the fireball?
If we want to wait, we
Uh,
should do it in the
the secret room.
closet. It has a secret room.
There's
It
not a
has
whole lot
secret
of room
door.
there.
And they
Take
had
the
not found it.
chairs and move them into the secret room.
As far as closets go, it's pretty big, actually.
But we
I
can
wonder if it was always a closet. I wonder if they converted it a closet.
spend the night reading.
I wasn't joking when I said that this is the room they put in so that we have somewhere to rest.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's definitely out of character, the purpose of that room.
Is there a bonfire there?
that is definitely.
There was one in the last dungeon. There's
Yeah.
one in this dungeon.
well,
I don't think that there wasn't one in
Before I
the,
forget, you each get
monastery.
80 experience points.
Ooh,
80.
exactly
Really?
level up. Oh wait, no, exactly not level up XP.
Yeah.
It's one of
I'm
those
gonna go
squirrel
find and
things.
disarm a trap.
What?
I'm
a
gonna set a
tease.
trap and then disarm it, and then set another trap and disarm that one.
Set a level like 6 trap and disarm it.
Do we get any milestone experience points for talking to the ghosts?
Well, depends a little bit what happens at this point.
Oh, we have
Sure.
to figure out information.
So, the
Ooh, do we get to
Zolgath
do research?
and the demon are destroyed. There's a bit of scorch damage amongst the bookshelves kind of closest to the door. But the doors here do open inward, as we established. So you would be able to try to take the chairs and try to bar them. This door's smaller here. It's an easier task with the chairs over there. This door is a bit larger. It may take a couple chairs or more to successfully blockade that door if that's your intention. Otherwise, if you wanted to go back into the closet, you could also do that as well. Looking around at a full view of the library now, there are thousands of books, old, ancient texts, spines, long since faded in many cases, but you can still make out some of the words. It's a library here, a true library of information. Many symbols to Eridan featured amongst the books and whatnot, but if there's answers and knowledge to be had, this is an excellent place to do so.
Is this a glean contents kind of moment? Can you glean contents of titles among many books?
I think this is a spend time and make checks and see what we find out, like in several hours type of situation.
So I will bar the door then while we're doing this, right?
Yeah.
Is everybody okay with that?
Let's pick
Yeah.
out the corpses of these things.
So I'm gonna get a
Yep.
chair for this one, and I'm gonna get the table for this other one.
Yeah. Bar the doors, search the bodies, bandage up, and then we can look at books. Or whoever's not actively bandaging can look at books.
That's good. I'm not so good at reading, anyways. I assume I know how.
Faith's suspicions turn out to be correct in that the demon was indeed wielding a magical spear. It is another +1 long spear on that demon.
It was more like I remember we got a +1 long spear from the last one.
As far as the
Who had
mage
exactly the same
goes,
stats.
the mage has a +1 light mace on it.
Oh, another one.
Yep, another Zolgath mage.
Oh,
it seems
what
down
about
here. You bar off the doors.
the rapier that's...
Does the mage have a spell book?
The mage does not have a spell book. Seems it was not that kind of magic caster.
More sorcerers.
So you
The
close
rapier
off-
should be repairable.
Yes.
Yeah, I can fix the rapier. Fabian, you should hold on to this light mace. It is, it's light, it's agile, it's finesse.
Okay.
Not a bunch of damage, but you
better
can sneak
than-
it- you can sneak attack with
Well,
it, and it's better than
bludgeoning things.
Then fist.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not non-lethal.
I will have picked up everything that I dropped through the course of that battle, by the way.
Sure. You
I realized I did not buy. I'm low on arrows. I did not buy very many back in the day, and I've been burning through them apparently.
I can auto repair the rapier because I get a 20 or a 21.
Well, it's a striking rapier, isn't it?
Yes, its level's higher than a normal rapier, I believe.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be the
+1
striking room.
rapier.
Yeah, so I get a 20. Just with
Um,
assurance.
Well, let's
Which
see,
is
the striking
Level
room.
5? Question mark.
4, I think.
The 20 would be a level 5, so striking is a regular striking rune is a level 4. So yes, with that assurance in your steady hands, Horatio, you are able to do the repairing. How long does that repairing take?
It's 10 minutes and it's 10 hit points.
Okay, so that goes from the half hit point where it would be
15 hit points because I'm
15
expert.
hit points. Oh, okay, nice.
Should put that activity on my character sheet.
Yes. So,
Oh, it is on my character sheet.
hey-o. Good points. 15. Excellent. So, over those 10 minutes, Horatio is able to fix the magical rapier of Fabian. And if any
Oh,
treat wounds activities, I don't know if I missed any of those, or
You want
you
your
all trying to
haste
do
back?
that now.
Yeah, I will start some healing. Oh, Marion's right there. I guess I'll start with Marion.
Great.
Succeed. So you,
Lose
Probably
5, gain
gain-
34.
yeah.
29.
And then I guess we can try the cat. I always have bad luck on this cat. But not today.
Hey.
Although I think I might knock you down and then beat you back up to 26. 'Cause
Oh,
it's okay. I'll take it.
unconventional. But conventional for Faith.
Yeah, so Fabian, your sword is restored to full hit points at this point. I think it only had 20 to begin with.
and then we can do a rush.
Do you want your light mace back?
You should
I
hold
mean,
on.
I think he'll onto it because no one else is going to use it. So
That way, if your rapier gets,
Okay.
I don't know, disarmed or melted again, you can at least pull out the mace.
it's more useful than the 17 gold we'll get for selling it. So
Okay, that's a good point. I will hold on to it.
the
While-
27 was for Arashik.
Yeah.
And this one will be for me.
Marion?
While all of this healing is going on,
Mm-hmm.
I will open myself to the spirits and attempt to glean lore about a good book to start with.
Okay. Let's see. Secret religion check for Marion. Okay. Marion, you open yourself up to the spirits around you, and you get the sense that you can't quite tell why, but you feel like on the lowest shelves in the corner over here, you feel that's the place to search. Can't tell why, but somehow the ghosts are telling you that area, that must be it. And at the same time, you get the sense that maybe some of these books aren't meant to be read. Some of these books may have dangerous lore contained within them. Ulthadar was vague and kind of confusing in his directions, and he's been frustrating this entire time and dragged you here from the circus. So you just don't know if he's told you the whole story.
I'm just gonna look at a couple of the titles.
A couple can't hurt. Opening a book would never hurt somebody.
All right. So you begin looking down there. A lot of the titles are worn away. It's hard to make out. You find a few that seem to be, Tribulations of Eridan, a log of daily proceedings, good meals for the soul, things of that nature, kind of scattered along amongst the shelves over here in the bottom row.
I'm gonna look at the Trials of Eridan.
Faith, you should probably heal Horatio.
Okay. Begin going through, and man, this book is so. Marion's spending some time looking at this, but it's kind of a hard book to read. A lot of the pages are faded.
Okay.
So another check from Faith.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I succeeded.
Okay. Well, looks like a lot of people are no longer bloodied.
Oh, yeah. I'm no longer bloodied.
Yeah.
You know what?
Horatio's no longer bloodied.
I'm going to keyword seek in this corner over here.
Okay. You are
Or
indeed
search.
Oh, that's right, because it's only in like a
Searching.
15-foot cone or something like that, isn't it?
Okay. You're searching around for a while, Marion. There's just so much information here. You attempt to kind of peer through and see, is there some sort of organization? There's something that I'm missing here. I'm just not entirely sure. So you spend some time, and you feel like you can get a sense of what's going on here, but it's gonna take a while to kind of parse through this many books and this much information and glean and hone in on something that really is helpful.
Okay.
So just, I guess, how much time are you all spending amongst the library at this point? You feel like, you can't tell from outside, you can't see the sun at all, but it's pretty late at night. That's what you can feel.
We spent an hour so far.
So yeah, I would have spent all the time that I wasn't being healed. So
Yeah,
about
and
50
I want to do the same thing, except the 10 minutes I'm
Okay.
So
10 minutes I'm
15
getting
each
healed,
so
and the
far,
10 minutes
about
I'm
an hour.
repairing.
So, yeah, the Calder brothers, kind of in this first hour you all spend in the library. It feels late at night. You can't tell. It's pretty quiet for the most part. You can't hear a lot. And Marion and Horatio, you feel like you're making sense of it. You have to kind of like go and occasionally take notes, like, okay, this section seems to be this thing, and take a few books down, read some of it. Okay, I think they're talking about this over in this part, but that doesn't seem to jive with this. So at the end of an hour, you feel like we're on the right track, but it may take a bit more time. So do you all change course of what you're doing after this first hour, or continue in your research?
I'm gonna listen to the door and basically alert anyone if there's any signs of, so we don't get surprised. Even though the door's barricaded, I still would rather know.
I think we should take at least one more hour because 3 of us are still at about half health.
Sure.
So
Okay.
I will heal Arashik and Fabian.
And me,
And Marion.
I'm still at 50.
You're busy.
I can read and get bandaged at the same time.
So that
Yeah.
was Arashik.
Sure.
That was Fabian. Ooh, that's a crit success. And then this one's Marion. Haha, 3 successes.
Oh.
And I'm gonna stop because I'm never gonna get this lucky again. I'm gonna sit over here. And
All right.
break.
So
And
about. Oh, go ahead, Horatio.
Can I I don't know if you're making secret checks for us. I do have scribing lore, which seems relevant maybe in a library.
Okay.
That's it. That's all.
So, about 30 minutes, so after her faith kind of finishes up the last round of treating wounds amongst you, at the end of that 30 minutes, Fabian, the Calder brothers are hard at work. You listen out and you hear something from beyond this door. And you hear it first, but everybody else in the room hears it not too long after that. You hear this grumbling, this kind of on the other side of the door, and then you hear one of them like this smack sound and more of this, and then the door here to the library shudders for a moment, like someone's trying to open it. And there's a bit more of grumbling coming from the other side there. When
What? Are they speaking Infernal?
you listen in, because it's not hard to hear by any means. Give me 1 second here. I don't know that anyone speaks this language. Let me see here real quick. I don't want to tell you what it is, but I'm going to look at your languages.
I don't have any.
No, okay, so not Faith,
Not sign language.
Fabian, no,
I have a few.
Horatio.
I can understand Zolgaths. I can't understand demons.
Not Horatio. Oarshisk, no.
Nope.
Marion. Let's see, nope. No, none of you can understand this language.
Cool.
So it's grumbling sound for a bit, and then you hear some yelling, some back and forth for a minute, and then you hear kind of the grumbling and these like heavy footfalls recede and go away. But after that, nothing else seems to bother you as the second hour comes to completion. At the end of the second hour...
I'm going to refocus during that second hour.
Absolutely.
Can you heal
Second
me and
half
then
of the second hour.
refocus?
I think a
Third time.
A third time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of hit points.
I thought I topped you off, but I'll give you another one. Oh nope, sorry, I can't. I failed.
Take 1 damage.
Okay, I can try once more though. There we go.
That one succeeds.
What? No.
Wait, no, that doesn't
That's
succeed.
also a
Nope.
failure. That's that's not even risky surgery.
So technically you would have one more attempt, but you wouldn't be able to refocus by the end of the second
Okay.
hour.
I will do the last attempt, and I will not refocus.
Okay, so 23 net healing to Arshisk after that.
Sorry about that. Are you healed now?
Almost. I'm good though.
Does that include your critical success?
Critical success.
You got a 33 on a DC 20?
The risky surgery doesn't.
Oh, it's an automatic crit. That's right.
Yeah, it's already.
Let's forget
There's
that.
there's nothing above success.
All
Wait,
right.
a DC third?
No, the DC is 20.
Yeah.
And I got
I
a
didn't-
33 for the last roll. So the DC.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. I
Yeah.
see. I got it.
So Calder Brothers, at the end of the second hour, you realize that Marion may have been somewhat misguided in his initial appraisal of the library. The bottom shelf doesn't seem to contain anything. In fact, on the opposite side of the room in the upper shelves, you find a book. And as you read it, you realize this is what Elfidar meant you to find. A book called The Deeds of Eredin. A dusty tome's onion-skin pages detail various legendary acts of Eredin before and after he ascended to godhood. The book's more than a century old, doesn't mention his death. After you go through the long-winded narrative, there's an interesting passage that keys out in your mind, and you all discover this. And I shall read for dramatic effect. From the Deeds of Eredin. The last Aslanti saw how the vile dwellers of the lands below squandered the orb's life-giving power. He wept for the 6 beacons of creation forced to illuminate twisted monoliths and blood-stained altars. He descended into the bowels of the world to pluck the radiant orbs from their cradles in that fell land. One he left, in his infinite mercy, to sustain the vault, which was called Vask. The other 5 he named Aeon Orbs and carried them up to light his new land, still mere rocks drawn from the raging sea. 5 towers he built, the Marsh Tower to tame the mire, the Forest Tower to sustain the great woods, the Life Root Stone to guard the Sulwyn Hills, and the Wellspring Tower to shine across the lush plains. The 5th he placed upon Aaron to illuminate his isle of his chosen. He smiled upon the blazing Aeon Orbs from his throne in the high mountains. As his beacons shone across the land, Eredin poured his essence into them. The light of his 5 orbs woke the islands, coaxing the fields and forest into abundant growth. And for so long as he reigns, his Aeon Orbs shall shine in bounty, Eredin's eternal promise of life to humanity. Unbeknownst to the heroes at that point, as they read this, as they find this information, they find that Eredin took these orbs from underground and used them to bring life to these isles. The clock strikes midnight, and coming through the wall once more, near you, Marion, is Ulthadar. Ulthadar comes, and there's something about him. This knowledge, this burden, this sorrow, this tragedy. He says, Eredin is gone. The Aeon Orbs fail. Looks to you all. You must save us. You who possess his touch, his reflection. You must gain a reflection from each of his 5 Aeon Orbs. As Eredin poured his essence into them, so must you gain the reflections of these essences. Then can you reignite their power from his high throne in the Kortos Mountains. I do not know where this lair is, but I have heard it called the Verdant Beacon. As he looks to you all, there is still corruption. I feel it lurking here. But once it is gone, then will it be safe? And he kind of gestures to his head. You see upon there a diadem similar to the broken one that you found in the temple above. And he says, "This shall reveal much. Once the temple is cleansed, then shall I bestow to you this last of the Moonstone diadems to witness the visions in the pools. This is your destiny, Marion. Do not shy from it. Stand fast for your destiny." With that, Ulthadar retreats ghostly and mysterious-like back through the bookshelves once more.
On his way out, I toss a book through him.
Someone should tell him Destiny died with his god.
And for hearing Ulthadar the Ghost out and discovering this information, each of you gains 30 experience points.
We did it.
Ding.
Ding.
We level up.
Level up. Level up.
Evasion.
We must immediately sleep in the broom closet.
I mean,
Yeah,
I was
I need
planning
my
on it.
goddamn 4th level spells. Actually, the 4th level spells are not amazing, but
I
Well,
think I have some neat ones.
'tis your choice. Do you attempt to hole up in the closet or here in the library to try to rest for the night?
Absolutely the closet.
Yeah.
Or do we push on?
will practically be stacked on top of each other, but
I only have my first level spells left.
Yeah, Patrick has no third level
I have
spells.
I have a couple, but they're not combat spells. They're like, oops, I fell off a cliff spells.
Spells. 2 instances of Featherfall.
The party,
I have-
exhausted from all this exposition, goes into the dusty broom closet and tries to make a nice little cozy hotel room, barely big enough to fit all of them. Resting for the night.
It's a capsule hotel.
There is a spell for that. I could
Yeah.
take that spell.
We're staying in Japan.
I mean, yeah, that might be a good idea. We don't know how many closets we might have to sleep in.
Yeah,
over the
we.
next few days.
I've
mean-
avoided them because we have a circus, but we
Yeah.
may not be circusing too much longer.
Closing the secret door behind them, they settle in late at night, underground, in the temple, beleaguered by the all-important destiny levied upon these simple circus performers, as you successfully rest for the night.
We did it. We rested.
What they find in the morning, we'll have to find that out next time on Really Playing Games. The Extinction Curse!